once knew a spy. She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personal mind in human form. Her friends called her Herschel, but to her controllers, she was Cascade.
Your name and your cryptonym. A dead limb twitches.
Portofino 91, the whole sick crew. A disaster untold, a black page in the official records.
The memory hums, an exposed wire.
Reports of how it went down remain contested, inconclusive. All that's certain, it began with a phone call and ended with 6 spies lost. Some say she blew the network herself. Others blame structural factors or transnational capital. The rest just shake their heads as they look down on the smashed and leaking world. She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever, most thought. Even in those dark days, there were whispers among the lower sublevels where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out. 5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino. Because I asked them to. There is a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief. No one special, just an arm-like sac of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms. But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind. Right here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come. I got caught with my pants down. On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement. We're not. This is all you, conversing with your own mental projections, reconciling the dissonance inherent to your role, like you were trained to do. Life is beautiful, cruel, full of hidden cues that I missed. Maybe next time. Too late, operant. I'm smashed and leaking. Whatever happens has already happened.
Displayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. Alive, yet not alive. His eyes are fixed glassily on the ceiling. Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it. No response, no jolt, no tremor. All posts deserted. They're going to pin this on you, obviously. That's why you're here. This is a big setup. The green of long corroded copper. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown. Stiff-collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs. Being a lone operant in a foreign theatre is an extreme pressure role. Some require extreme release. As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers, no drug paraphernalia either. Just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system. Your fingers detect a faint, steady pulse within the base of his wrist. Elevated, but not critical. When in theatre, an operant must always prepare to be assassinated. Of course, it is better not to be killed. Then the body is disobedient and must be brought to order. The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges. If so, you've walked right into it. These forces are in terrible motion, gliding like spirits across your plane of understanding. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant lost. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin. The people's spy cannot be caught shirking. Time to escalate. Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads, Esteman T. Below that, a title, IMX Lead Hosiery. Sock merchant for the IMX Bureau, one of the Operant Bureau's most battle-tested covers. The word lead burns itself into the center of your visual field. That's what the badge says. Merely a cover, of course. No, in the official parlance, you. Then you. But not before. And wearing the wares for ease of display, an operant committed to his role. 3 other things of note: a slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. It's a purchase order for 10 socks, made out to Carmuna Pessoa, Fashions and Garments Bootleg Bazaar. Bootleg Bazaar. No coordinates found. Some kind of marketplace, and not one you've ever been to. Five pairs, 10 socks. This is not a real order. It's a sympathy order. He obviously made an impression on this Carmuna. The slip of paper grows heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton. A wrapped-up rectangle of compressed sugar. It's so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression, no matter how much you strain. The candy slips back into the pocket's depths. The card is cheap and scuffed. It reads, "All you need is miracle," above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver. Notably absent is an actual phone number. There's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with a D. Into your pocket it goes. You retract your hand from the man's pockets. This silent treatment constitutes a Class A war crime against you. Time for intervention. Physical. You grab him by his skinny shoulders and heave him upright, his head lolling backwards as he rises. This non-reaction is alarmingly reactionary. If keeping him is no gain, then losing him is no deficit. He lands in an awkward position, a cut-string puppet, bony hips raised to the air like antennas. Flaunting a reactionary pose, further insult. Leave the brief hog where he lies. He does not respond, though if you didn't know any better, his deserted eyes seem to be urging you towards the bathroom. A drop of blood shines on his lip. He must have bitten his tongue on the way down. Out of his chair he looks smaller, more fragile, and deeply lost. Like any good operant, he's keeping all cards pressed to chest. Saliva leaks from the corner of the man's mouth and pools on the floor. Your double didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't notice your departure either. The small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name, Will Kershaw. Cryptonym Cascade. Born Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents, none. Pay class D2. Years of service, 14. Childhood, bourgeois, typical. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. Fled to People's Republic of Kohila. Embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Medical record. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. Gunshot, chest. Retained bullet. 10mm. Pre-service. Sexuality. Homosexual tendencies. Unconfirmed. Suicide risk minimal. Ideation only. End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you. There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site. Your hand grinds to a halt above the page and remains there. A full minute passes. Or never. That works too. Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an opened pack of cigarettes, Suprema mark. There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. There are a few mangled filters in the ashtray. You leave the cigarettes where you found them. As you turn away, a phone begins to ring. You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm. A peculiar species of static washes over your ear. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into 256,000 encrypted fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
The voice of authority.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed. We'll get to your problem in a moment. Put Pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man face down on the floor. This is wrong. You shouldn't be here. This should be happening to someone else. It takes all your concentration to keep the receiver steady against your ear. For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all, save for the blood in your ear. and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long-distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant.
That doesn't tell us much. What else? He's from the People's Republics. Of course he smokes Supremas. So what? Your cover was meant to be sock importers. Excuse me, why the fuck are we talking about socks? Method espionage? Is that some sort of joke? I'll ask one more time. Is your double zeroed out?
You must speak the word. She cannot make the determination herself. Once you say it, there's no going back. The momentum of events will overtake you.
Cascade, is your double zeroed out or not? Yes, you do. Is he zeroed out, operant? Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell. The opera's going to hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B. Get real, Cascade. This isn't your personal redemption tour. You haven't even got the assignment. Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effective immediately.
Over. Immediately. The words ricochet inside your skull.
The woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with Pseudopod. As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Disregard. Time for some self-directed espionage. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well.
Let the photo lady deal with him. Your concern is getting out of Portofino, understand?
Reactionary pessimism. The people's spy is indomitable.
That's a directive, Operant. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram. Then you're going to end up like Pseudopod. Zeroed out. Your choice.
A click, and the line goes dead. You return to your double-splayed, upturned body. Following the cord from your double's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard. Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, "Ultravioletta, Hubert from a Dream," handwritten on thin strips of tape. You don't recognize the artist. The disc is loaded, ready to tell you. The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle was rotating, though the speakers don't produce any sound at all. No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cables. The music player blinks, slowly. Or do you? You can't tell. The silence is being overtaken by a different silence, like the slow darkening of night across the wall of an empty room. This new silence seeps into every corner of your body, loosening fixtures, rattling drawers. There is still no sound, but in your mind an image forms of a blasted heath, a smouldering circle at its center. Figures in tattered robes stagger and sway on the horizon. Nothing. You're simply playing a disc on a common home stereo system, the sort of thing millions of people across the world do every day. Your mind blanks, the power grid ravaged by an unseen, faraway storm. The same day you would just live in. A second-floor studio apartment above the Photo 24 While You Wait Film Lab on Orphanage Street in the independent city-state of Portofino. Slowly, you return to yourself. The apartment looks the same. Just about. No, you probably shouldn't. The static quiets as you reset the volume. A brief internal hum, then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket. You step away. You return to the desk. The red folder is still sitting on its surface. In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand. Previous assignment, Portofino 88 to 91. Network, Holsick crew. Operants, Cascade. Assets. A secret the Opera has elected to keep from itself. Obvious. The Opera wanted him to know what sort of spy he'd be working with. Most recent assignment, Novessa, 91 to present. Satellite Facility B. Status inactive. AKA the Freezer, the Opera's labyrinthine archival complex, where the old, useless and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair. Or very occasionally, until fate recalls them to the Opera's service. Now if only you can figure out what fate has in mind. The folder shuts itself with a tiny sigh. You turn away from the desk. A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. Brown, shapeless, utterly unremarkable. The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint. Your hoist-in must have compressed his lungs somehow. Unless... You discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket. You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper. The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, THA 7LES APR 032 WIFO 9W TBGFL W25. Half a cipher. The language of spies. You've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. Good to unlock a single enciphered message. You just need to locate the other half. One of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam. You leave the trousers as they were. You return to the folded pants. You leave the trousers. You return to your double.
Enough! You're blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction, requesting assistance.
Stark realities that prevent me from pursuing my interests. Also racism, maybe.
A crackle of recognition behind his eyes as they meet yours. Nowhere. You've never seen this man before in your life.
What?
She's probably another victim of your so-called street art.
What a full spectrum question. Perhaps you've been huffing photochemicals with this confused woman.
Restless eyes, evasive demeanor. This man may not have zeroed out your double, but you're sure such things aren't beyond him.
Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
He gives you one more glance as he leaves, garish coat flapping behind him.
That was exciting, wasn't it?
Despite the flowy garments and artistic scarf around her neck, there is hardness to this woman's expression.
Nobody. A seedy little oddity who likes making fantastical threats. Not to worry. You won't be seeing him around anymore. You caught him on the day of his banishment. Ah, while I have it here, this is the screwdriver pseudopod requested. For the fax machine.
She gestures towards the monstrous off-white plastic machine behind you.
Speaking of, where is your double?
This woman could be a valuable source of information if you can prise it from her.
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order. Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone. You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
Basic social engineering. First, take the target into your confidence. Her look is wary, but intrigued. 2, turn an admirable quality into a vulnerability.
That's strange. No one said anything to me about a meta task. Is this really how we handle personal matters? It sounds suspiciously elaborate.
She fucking loves it.
Ah, I understand. This is a test to check our information security. I'll have you know Pseudopod's not told me anything. He's kept it intensely tight.
Free. Exploit, exploit, exploit. A wince. A knife prick she'll surely remember.
Have you tried the Bootleg Bazaar? He was down there yesterday.
The bootleg bazaar. That matches the purchase order you found on his body.
He said he intended to interview some of the vendors. I can't tell you what he was after precisely.
There. 2 lines of inquiry converge. Bring this purchase order to the bazaar. That's your next stop.
You can practically see it from the front door. Due south, in the ruins of the old Essilk factory. Head west from the roundabout. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. I hope you write Pseudopod a glowing report. From what I've seen so far, he certainly deserves it. Was there anything else? I certainly don't. It looks flirtatious. Seedy business attracts itself. Try the Fogged Mirror. It's a bar just to the west, along Party Alley.
It must be said, there's no mention of a fogged mirror in the files. It almost certainly holds no deep personal or professional significance for you whatsoever. A den of ghosts.
It is. Highly. Very well. Forgive me, is this still part of the test? Shouldn't you be the one advancing thesis and so forth? Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod says it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling. A bit early for such a declaration, isn't it? You've only just arrived.
She gives you a nod.
Before you go, just one thing. How have we done? Will you be recommending Pseudopod for the people's... whatever it was? Good. He's earned it. No question. Well, I should let you get on with it.
She hesitates, a little shy all of a sudden.
I just wanted to say, welcome back to the opera.
A humongous white block of office technology sits in front of you. It looks like a sacrificial altar made of plastic. Inside, mechanical parts are assembled in such a way that it can scream analog messages across huge distances. Your screwdriver makes short work of the starhead screws holding the side panel in place. You set them aside one by one and gently remove the plastic panel. Image quality, and whatever remains of human patience. There's no sense to be made of the mass of wires, belts, and rollers before you.
I was assured there'd be many urgent communiques coming through this machine.
You turn away from the fax. The screen flickers, static turns to black. A booming voice emerges.
Did you know water covers approximately 63% of the world, but the sky covers 100%?
Wrong. The sky is only 98% sky. The other 2% is used to cover up the fact that they replaced the moon 4 times.
On screen, there appears a man with a paper bag over his head. He gesticulates wildly.
But they don't want you to know that. That's why they're coming for me. But not before I tell you the truth.
The screen warps and color shifts. Between clips of the bagman talking, a phone number flashes urgently. You jot down the digits as Bagman watches on.
I am Subcommandante Bagman, and this is the reality situation. No brakes, no filters, no cowards. This is a war, and I don't take orders from anyone, especially not reality. The moon is a projection beamed from the seafloor by machines so advanced they look like rocks. I know all about the Boers, the techno-fascist imprints who secretly rule La Luz, weaponized nostalgia, microbial microphones, lunar obfuscation programs.
For 300 years, the Lusian elite have been producing psychic copies of themselves, all to preserve the consciousness of one man, the original techno-fascist.
What else are they hiding from us?
Now ask yourself, why is the man with the bag on his head the only one saying these things? The reality situation, airing until they shut us down.
The sounds from the commercial fade.